The Five Nights at Freddy's movie trailer was released a few days ago and it has some issues, so let's fix them. Now before we discuss how to fix the movie, I want to quickly talk about some confusion related to my last video, which a huge chunk of it was my fault, so sorry about that. Also, this lighting makes me look really sleep deprived. I read the comments in my last video and I had a lot of different reactions and opinions about the video and the movie in general, which I'm very happy about. I think it's great people are expressing their opinions, as I like reading other people's viewpoints about the movie, and in the end, both parties got out of the discussion with a more open mind. But to clear up some things about the video and the trailer, I saw a lot of people mention the fact that it's a teaser trailer, so we shouldn't really critique it, and yeah, it is a teaser trailer, but a teaser trailer is meant to show the audience a tease of what the final product is. So if there's things that I think are problems in the teaser trailer, then the problems will most likely be in the final product. The film releasing in theaters and on streaming, or what I call a hybrid release, was more of a complaint towards the studios rather than the actual movie itself. The reason why is that having a hybrid release ruins box office returns for these movies, with only a few movies having a successful box office run with a hybrid release. And I want this movie to be the biggest success it can be. Another thing people were confused about was my point about it feeling like a straight to streaming movie, which to be fair I did a terrible job explaining why, so I'll talk about that point later on in the video. There's two things about this movie that I would consider to be problems. That being the red eyes and the cinematography. Cinematography. I don't know why, but it sounds like I'm saying that wrong. The red eyes are more of a nitpick and a personal pet peeve of mine, but I think a lot of people agree that it just doesn't work for the movie. The cinematography isn't as good as what I think it could be, and I know some people have said that I'm having way too high of an expectation, but hear me out. Cinematography relates to the directing, lighting, and a whole bunch of other stuff. I think the sets and animatronics look amazing. I love the slightly reimagined FNaF 1 location, with the animatronics being really accurate recreations of their FNaF 1 counterparts, but the cinematography doesn't do them justice. From what we've seen so far, there's certain scenes where the directing isn't great, but that's more of a personal issue that isn't really that big of a deal in the end. I just like complaining. The lighting is a huge issue though. The lighting can help make a scene look amazing, especially in horror movies where lighting can help cause tension and dread. Oh god, what the fuck? What the fuck, okay? But unfortunately, the lighting isn't great here. Imagine this scene with Freddy behind Michael, but having Freddy barely lit helps emphasize the tension in this scene. So how do we fix it? Well, for the animatronics, get rid of the red eyes. What made the early FNaF games so creepy were the fact that the designs themselves looked uncanny. They didn't need any red eyes or anything they did in FNaF 4. What a lot of people mentioned in my last video that I think would be an awesome addition to see is to have them have black eyes with white pupils like in the games, as those eyes are actually creepy. And for the cinematography, just darken up the scenes. Now, some people might think that this is an impossible task and that it would definitely delay the movie, but people have already fixed these issues in the trailer. This video from Let's Draw Lobsters perfectly shows how changing the eyes to black with white pupils just adds a bit more of a creepy factor to these designs. And for my edited Freddy Fazbear encounter clip I showed earlier, I was heavily inspired by Henry the Creator's video where he did a very similar thing. Go check out their videos, links in the description. Just fixing these two simple things infinitely makes this movie look better already. Now, of course, we don't know if the script is great or anything else really from this movie. We do know the basic plot, and the basic plot sounds pretty good, but from a visual standpoint, just adding these two things make it the best movie it could possibly be, in my personal opinion. Now, before this video ends, I want to quickly mention some things. Just because I'm critiquing some aspects of this movie doesn't mean that I'm entirely hating on it or praying for its downfall. As a matter of fact, I'm actually super excited for this movie. I've been excited for it since 2015 when it was announced. By the way, I was 10 when this movie was announced. I'm now 18. I am a legal adult, which is crazy to think about. Nothing I say in this video or my previous video is meant to attack Scott Cawthon or Blumhouse or Universal, especially Scott Cawthon because he literally made my childhood. These are just some personal things that I wish they could have done better. But yeah, I'm super excited for this movie and I can't wait for October 27th to go see this. I spent a huge chunk of my life waiting for this movie, so I'm just hoping it's good.